This moment is a test of our commitment to each other. When it's all over, we can't go back to a normal that left too many of us behind. My name is Kirsten Harris-Talley. I am an LGBTQ woman, wife, PTA mom, and policy advocate. The oldest of four, we were raised by our mom and a circle of strong women in community. I built my activism and love for policy change in the 37th. When I moved here over 20 years ago, I was told to stay away from the South End. Walking through the neighborhood, though, all the houses reminded me of where I grew up. Folks on porches, fenceless yards, barbecues. It was loud, joyful, and everyone knew their neighbor. I felt at home. When my husband and I decided to settle down in the Rainier Valley, it was easier to buy a house. When we had our first child, it was easier to afford childcare. These days, things are getting harder for families like ours. Monthly bills are too high and our paychecks are too little. Our neighborhoods are the last to get programs, community centers, even libraries. Yet, when it's time to make cuts, our communities are the first on the chopping block. Washington is one of the richest states and one of the richest countries on the planet. But multinational corporations and those who protect the status quo are making sure we don't get a fair share of the prosperity we, working families, have built. They want us to believe that we don't have the power to fight back, to make it better for one another. But we do. And together, we can make sure our neighbors in the 37th and across Washington have access to what they need to thrive. Where we live, we know how to come together and stand up for one another. Working families and small business owners, immigrants and refugees, elders and youth, the people who've been here all along, the Coast Salish peoples. I've been a part of progressive politics for 20 years, and I've seen us take on the most powerful special interests and win. From a $15 minimum wage, to police reforms, to voter rights expansion. It's possible. Affordable housing, clean air and water, a balanced and equitable tax code, schools that light up our kids' imaginations, and have well-paid teachers who reflect the diversity of our communities, healthcare for all, and a robust economy that prioritizes workers and small businesses. Together, we've got this. Our neighbors asked me to run for state representative because they've seen me at the neighborhood potlucks, PTA meetings, and community gatherings where I found my voice for activism. This race isn't about me. It's about us, moving ever forward. My name is Kirsten Harris-Talley. I'm running for state representative in the 37th Legislative District, and I would be honored to have your vote.